everyone, and good evening and welcome. We're here on the 14th of September. I know, it's mid-September already. Just breathe, I know we've got here. I'm Emily, by the way, Emily Baker, and I am your host for this evening. Hello and welcome. So please do have your fingers on the keyboards because I'd love to hear where you're from and any places that you recommend that I should go and travel to as well. So yeah, no, that'd be lovely. Thank you very much. And I came across an old video I took while I was out in India of how to cross the road. And this woman went diagonally across. So have a look out for that because I think I'm going to repost that one. I think that's a fab photo, little video, how not to cross the road. Anyway, so welcome. So I, as I said, is your host. Gosh, my words have got tongue tied tonight. And for those who don't know, I am a spiritual medium as well as being a psychic artist. And I'm going to kind of judge it up a little bit tonight, like I did last time. So if you weren't here last time, you won't know. If you were here last time, then you do know. So isn't that fabulous? Anyway, I have created a set of cards called perceptionary cards. Now, you can get these through my website, which is emilyjbaker.co.uk. There you go. Hopefully they're right way around and you can see them okay without the glare. So there's those. Simple little pack. 49 in the pack. They are £25 with postage and packaging included. They get sent off to you. They're a really colourful set of cards. I'm going to show you randomly some of these. I have no idea what ones I'm showing you. And the beauty of these cards, because then they're kind of like a non-prescribed set of cards, so they can go horizontally as well as vertically. Okay, so there's no right or wrong, it's whatever you get to see in them. And then we work it from there. So I would like to know who is here now. Now, before I continue, just to give you the heads up, ladies and gentlemen, out there in social media land, those who are on Facebook. It's not your end, it's our end. I bet you love hearing that. In fact, it's actually not even our end, it's Facebook end. Facebook decided if you have a business account and you're using a third-party streaming service, as we are for sptv, they're going to make life really, really difficult and block messages. Well, not block them, but make it harder for us to see. So Richard, who's the tech whiz, who I hear, but I don't, he doesn't give me messages by the way. Okay, he does give me messages of what you guys are saying on Facebook and typing away on YouTube and stuff like that. So those are the kind of messages he gives me, by the way. So if you are on Facebook, can I just say that your messages are going to be really severely delayed because Richard has to copy and paste onto the server so that I can actually see them. So I have no access onto Facebook or internet or onto YouTube, okay? So just to give you that heads up there with Facebook. Hopefully I've explained that clearer enough for you, Richard. Okay, so Richard's also confirmed that YouTube is working fine, is happy, hunky-dory. So you can always switch over to YouTube if you've got YouTube and have a look at us there, and that's working absolutely fine, hunky-dory. But if you're on Facebook and you don't have YouTube, don't worry. Hopefully I will still get to see your messages as well. If I am coming to you and you have got a message coming through for you on Facebook, please be aware. I've got to also be aware that everything's just going to be a little bit more delayed. Okay, so it's more my end of frustration of keeping that all in so you get all of the information. For those that I know, we get this every time I come on. Please, can I have a reading? I can't guarantee that you will get a reading. It's with whoever I'm drawn to. Hello, Terry. Hello, and we'll see. We'll take it from there. Don't forget to tell us where you're from as well as saying good evening. So let's say hello. Kyla, first time watching. Oh, fabulous. Excellent. I've probably already disappointed you. So. Jessica, hello. I hope you're good. And hey, Tanya, hello. Hey, hello. And Tilly, hello. Hello to you too. Yes, it's an umbrella day. Definitely an umbrella day today. Beginning. Hello, how are you? Light the hands. Yep, that's that. Light life. That's hello to you too. Yes. I'm going to crack on. Otherwise, do you know, I always find that time zips away really quite quickly. Christine and Stacey, hello, hello, hello. And Pieter. Pieter? Hopefully that's how you pronounce it. Pieter. So yes. Looking very dapper there. Motor Clown. Is that because you're Newcastle? Our first time there. Fabulous. Pennsylvania. Oh, hello. Motor Town. I was going to say, do you wear that when you're driving? And is it a big semi truck that you drive as well? Just thought I'd ask. Susie, hello from Skegness. Hello, Susie. Hello. How are you? Hopefully you're good. Fabulous. Terry, hello from Indiana. Would love a reading. Now the other thing, so the cards work more on a psychic level. Christine, hello, good evening, good evening. Now these ones are, I know that you're all on Facebook. Yes, Facebook. Tyler Rose, hello, how are you? From Ireland. What part of Ireland? Oh, Tyler, you've got to tell me what part of Ireland, because I love Ireland. Done 2 trips over. Want to live over there eventually at some point, even if it's for 6 months. I don't mind. But yes, let me know. Karish, hello. Hello to everybody in the SPTV family. Welcome to everybody who's new here tonight and wanting to see what it's all about. So I'm going to crack on and get on with doing some readings. So can we go, I'm going to make it easy for you, Richard, on YouTube. Can we go to the 8th person, please? Light Life. Hello, Light Life. Right, Light Life. Now, Richard, I want a number between 1 and 49, please. 32, 48, 49, 48, 47, 46, 42, 5, 44. What number did you say? 38, didn't you? Oh, 32. Okay. Bear with. I'm just trying to count backwards and it's not working. There we go. That's that one. All right. There we are. Slightly lost count, but that'll be okay. So, Light Life, this is your card. Okay. I'm just going to have a quick. Oh, okay. So this card can go any which way round. It can go that way round, that way round, that way round. And I'm going to get Richard to stop it. Let's stop. Okay. Do you know, when I'm looking, on my screen, I can see comments, and then there's a little live picture of me. When I look at this, I'm kind of getting to see what looks like a little fox. But I can still see a fox, actually, even when I turn the card around. It's just sideways. Right, okay, so this is lovely. In fact, yes, I can see a wolf. So a wolf or a dog. I'll pull it forward. There's the nose, there's the eye, and there's the ear. So for me, this is when I'm seeing a dog and it's looking, so it's being patient. Like hopefully that you are a very patient person. But there is a lot of energy there to be had. So fingers on keyboards, let me know if I'm going in the right direction for you. So I'm trying not to get too much of a glare from the light either for you. And the yellow indicates a lot of upliftment as well. The red is about energy for me. That's how I'm reading that. And the green is about using the wisdom. So I know that you're in the mid-process of doing something simply because of how the fox is looking, or wolf, or however you want to look at it. What I do know, it is a dog-like creature. And for me, with that, I know that it can be solitary as well as wanting to be around people. But I feel as though you're just having a look, having a look around, seeing what's actually going on, for you to actually make your next move. And it's not about cunningness. It's not about using your cunningness. It's about using your wisdom, actually, about when is the right time to move, when is the right time to introduce yourself, when is the right time to make other people aware of you being in the surrounding area. But at the moment, you're just looking to see what the situation is around you. Would you understand that politely? No comment. Fingers on keyboards, please. Because I want to get to as many messages as I possibly can. So hopefully, please do put in if it's a yes or what you're saying yes to. Okay, and same with no and everything else. So I'm just going to push on. If I don't get a response quite quickly, I'm going to push on tonight and move on to the next reading as well. So what I would say is, I know that you've got the patience there. Use it and use it wisely. I know that you are as well. And I also know that you're quite a grounded person. You're not very fairy as well. So, but I do know that down here, down here though, this is about all of the abundance yet to come. Okay, but you know that it's there. You know it's going to come. But again, you're just taking your time. You're just being cautious at the moment, which is very understandable. And just pervading. Um, Okay. Just surveying the area, surveying the situation, having a look to see what's actually going on around and everything. Okay. But I know that you like to be in a pack as well as being solitary. So I know that you're quite independent. And hence that may also be a little bit of an issue because you do like to be independent. You sometimes have to also work in a team as well as on your own. All right, that's lovely like that. Thank you very much. Thank you. So that's how we're going to work the cards tonight. And we can get Richard to do a little bit of work. So I won't know which way the cards are going around. Right. And now, Richard, on Facebook. Do you want me to go to Facebook, Richard? Yep. Okay. So on Facebook. Okay, 1 to 20. So can I have number 15? Kirsty Cook. Hello, Kirsty Cook. Hello. And I know that you're on Facebook, and I know that it's going to. Hi, lovely. And you're watching from Scotland. Fabulous. Kirsty, now, please do have your fingers on the keyboard, and obviously, otherwise, I'm just going to rattle through lots of messages. We will have a break. Don't worry, we will have a break. And Richard, can I have a number, please, between 1 and 49? Okay. Got it. Got it. Right, Kirsty. Kirsty, here we go. Here's your card. Oh, lovely. Just as and when Richard. I quite like it that way round. Actually, I like it that way round. Are you happy with that? Yeah, okay, lovely. The only reason why I say that is because as I was turning around again, I was having a little look at my own image, and there to me looked like a dolphin. And Kirsty, I know that you're up in Scotland, but I do know that you do get some porpoises coming up around there, especially in the summertime. And it's all about having that little bit of fun as well and grabbing the most out of life at the moment, Kirsty. Okay, so grab it and definitely run with it as well. The green is that I feel as though you're learning, going through a bit of a learning curve at the moment. And it may be not necessarily learning from books and things like that, but it's maybe life lessons. All right, so it's just about that. And it's about growth, your own growth as well. And when we have our own growth, it can be really quite painful. But for you, I feel as though it's much more fun. Hence why I'm seeing the dolphin coming up. Okay, so that down there is the nose of the dolphin, and up here is the fin, and it's kind of almost jumping out of the water, doing that kind of a movement. Now, I get it, guys. If you get to see something different to what I'm seeing, that is absolutely natural for you to see something different. That's why there's no right or wrong with these cards, okay? But as I'm doing the read, I'm just telling you what I'm getting to see. Okay, so Kirsty and Hope, not Kirsty. Sorry, I've lost her name. Oh, it is Kirsty Hope. Okay, Kirsty, sorry. Kirsty, and hopefully that's all making sense for you. I do also feel as though you've also got other people around you who are showing you the way, as well as guiding you and as well as protecting you as well. Don't forget to celebrate success though. All right, however small the success is, keep on celebrating it. I know that also from looking up here, I'm getting to see some other animals. I've got a what looks like a couple of dogs. Okay, one which is howling up to the moon, celebrating and making sure that that people know that they're there. But here I thought maybe a deer, but it could be an alpaca. I'm going to go for a deer. So yeah, so with the deer, you may find that you're actually very grounded, but you're able to spring quickly onto the next step as well. So you have the great advantage of having agility to be able to maneuver yourself through situations and kind of cross over boundaries quite easily as well. Um, also, deers, okay, and also deers are very much I wouldn't say skittish, but they are very much aware of what's going on around it in their periphery vision as well. They use all of their senses. So, Kirsty, with this, don't forget to use your intuition and don't forget to use all of your senses as well in your own personal development. I know that you have a lot of strength and that you do enjoy to have a lot of fun as well, Kirsty. Please, obviously, again, with the celebrating of success, you'll be again. I feel as though it's just like a life lesson for the next perhaps 6 months or something like that. I don't normally give out a timeline at all, so where that's come from, I don't know. Um, oh, that's interesting. Right down here at the bottom, I thought at first it was a whale, but actually when I look at it, it's much more like a cuttlefish, okay, that I can see because I can see kind of like fins there and then the tentacles coming out here, and it's sort of changing colour. Now, a cuttlefish is quite an interesting creature, obviously it lives in the sea, but again, it has that manoeuvrability. Also looks like it's going backwards for them, they're going forwards, so it's an interesting animal in itself, much like the octopus, not the octopus, but like the squid. But this one again has that. They also are very adaptable creatures because they can change colour. So they are very, very adaptable. They're swift thinkers and swift movers. Kirsty, you are one of those swift movers and shakers and things like that. So you're able to cope with change very quickly. You're able to cope with the stresses around you because you're able to maneuver out of them and find that kind of safe space for you. So I know that I haven't had, Richard just said that there hasn't been any response. So hopefully that makes sense for you, Kirsty. Hopefully that does. Like I say, I'm going to kind of hopefully I'm going to move on in a moment. So from both of you, I'd like to light life and Kirsty, I'd like to, there we go, that's your card. That's your one. Excellent, fabulous. So I'm just putting that back in the pack. I'm going to move on to the next. Please do have your fingers on the keyboards. Please, I'd love to see your comments, your thoughts. Am I right? Am I wrong? Are we still out there? Is there anybody out there? Hopefully you're all out there. Am I talking too quickly? Am I talking slow? So yes, let me know. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the perception in class. And yes, I will be getting onto the psychic art. Don't worry, we will be getting there. We will. Right, so can I have, in fact, I'm going to pick a number 8. And that, was that last one Facebook, wasn't it? So that'd be YouTube. Hello, Angie. Hello, and you're on YouTube, aren't you? I wish I had people showing me the way right now. Oh, bless you. But let's see what we can do, Angie. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully your fingers are on keyboards. And we're going to see what happens. Richard, a number between 1 and 49, please. 6. Number 6. Okay. to ask, Richard, top or bottom? Top. Okay. Okay, let's look. Da, da, da. There we go. Right. Okay. Did you say that way? Oh, oh, Richard's being very decisive. It's that way. Okay. That way round. All right. Okay. Hmm. To me, it looks a little bit upside down, but that may be just me. Right. Okay. Do let me see. Let me know if you get to see anything else out there, people, as well. Right. Okay. So for me, we've got a lot of green going on. For me, this is much more about you using your little bit of inner wisdom, Angie. It's you kind of listening to your intuition. All right. It's great people showing you the way, but it's their way and not your way. So you may get more frustrated by that, I hasten to add, because when it's somebody else's way, they'll say, oh, yes, this is totally the right way. And you'll be sitting there going, this doesn't feel quite right. It's not quite right. It's their way. It's not your way. They'll be doing things their own way. You know, it's like going back to your mum's house and she has these odd little rules and go, I never noticed that before. And that really is annoying. And things like that. Do you know what I mean? Because you've kind of outgrown that. It's now you using your own wisdom. And I know at the moment it feels like that you're stuck in this deep dark forest into the woods. I've got a lot of show tunes coming out. Okay, into the woods coming out, and that you just feel as though whichever way you turn, it doesn't feel right. Whichever way you go, it's like you're stuck in the mud and you just don't know which way to go. If that is the case, Angie, please note that it is a case of if you've got to make a decision and there's 2 things or 3 things or 4 things that you're really wanting to do, which is the one that you will regret the most if you didn't do it? Okay, so if you've got multiple things that you're kind of deciding upon, which one would you regret doing, not doing the most? Okay. And I know I was speaking to a lady today who said she had a choice between spending money on her car and tyres or her teeth. And I kind of went, I get it with the teeth. However, the car gets you to the dentist, and if you don't have tyres for the car, then you're not going to get to the dentist to get your tooth fixed. And she said, well, that's a very true point. So it may be a situation like that as well, Andrew. Now, the other thing I do also see on here is actually, oh, that's interesting, that's popped out. Oh, that has popped out. Right, okay. Number 1 is just here. You can see. Can you see that? That looks like an eye. So this is kind of like a fish going up, okay, coming up to the surface, if you like. And so that's what I'm seeing there is a fish maneuvering its way up. So, but being very well camouflaged as well. So yes, it's moving around. Yes, it can go through bits and pieces, but it's well camouflaged as well. I'll come back to that one. The other one, if you can see that, Angie, is here. I've got a head. And for me, this head is looking downwards. Now, when I look on it on the screen, it looks like a completely different type of head. It's in the same location to the head that when I turn the card around, it's wonderful, these cards, things pop out all of a sudden. For me, this is like and this is part of their arms coming down and surrounding you. So for me, this is where I would sit. I would be sitting you is here in this green area. There we go. Yeah. This is the person overlooking you. There's an arm coming down there, and then there's another arm coming down here. I do admire those people who can do QVC and they're showing everything backwards, because that's how it feels at the moment. But that's Angie, sorry, that's very much what even that's being pulled in 2 directions. Okay, so you're trying to use your intuition, but even that's being pulled in 2 directions. Okay, so it may be a case that actually you're thinking too hard. All right, it's thinking Which one are you hesitating over the most? It's kind of, which one can you kind of get, yeah, but if it, or if you go, or pull a face like I've just been doing, ends up being a no. And I know that I've had to do this with people who phone up and say, "Oh, you've got this excellent deal." I'm like, yeah. I said, "I'm sorry, I'm doing it," yeah, which is a no. It's a no. I'm going to tell you now. I'm hesitating. It's a no. If I hesitate, it's a no. So again, it may be using you have to use all of your skills, your own wisdom here, Angie. Okay, all of how your small little techniques, and it's about being confident about yourself. Something's being knocked about it, but yes, there is somebody from spirit looking down and almost kind of being in a very protective way, just watching out for you, making sure you know that you don't come to any harm. You realise that, by the way. In the photograph. So, what else have I got going on here? This is quite a lot. And did I want to mention anything else? And do I get to see something different on the screen to what I do when you turn on the card roll? Just bear with me. Okay. Okay. Angie, just to let you know, I've also got that song from the Sparkstones. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. That. Okay. So Angie, it's much more of a case of what is it that you really, really want. If you're being pulled in two different directions, do they help you get to where you actually really want to get to? Okay. Or are they kind of like a little bit of a red herring? Hence why the fish. The fish may be that whole red herring situation. So do look out for that as well. So again, use the small intuitions of kind of like the yes and no. If you, for me, if you hesitate, it's a no. That's my basic rule of thumb, and so it is with Dame Maggie Smith as well. She nicked it from me, I like to say. If I hesitate, it's a no. That's my rule of thumb. And it does work. It really does work. I end up being where I want to be. Okay. If I go for the nose, it's going to be painful. That's all I can say. That's mine. That's me, by the way. So I'm not going to say that if you go for a no, it will be painful. It may be more difficult because it was a kind of a no. Anyway, repeat that, did you say, Richard? Oh, there's no feedback. Okay, okay. So, Andrew, hopefully that makes sense for you. Okay, you have got your skills there with the intuition, and I know that you're being pulled in two different directions, but it is then a case of which one will you regret the most in not doing because you want to do both of them, and is there one that you're hesitating more over in doing? Okay, if you are, in my rule of thumb, this is mine, not necessarily yours. Mine is if I hesitate, then it's a no. Okay, lovely. I'm going to move on. I'm going to do one more, and then we're going to go for a break. We're going to go for a break in a moment. So, Angie, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Bless you, thank you. We did have comment. We did have comment. Okay, Facebook user. Okay, the tree on the left looks like a woman, a womanly figure too. Oh, okay. I've got to try to find the card now because I've shuffled it. Right, got it on the left. Yeah, I can see. I can see. You're seeing a womanly figure. I'll just bring that up again. Um, around here somewhere, there's a womanly figure. Yeah. Like I say, there's you may get to see the womanly figure slightly somewhere else. That's where I kind of got to see it. But again, that's why they're called perceptionary cards, because what you get to see, what I get to see, may be two separate things as well. So moving on, one more, and then we'll do a quick break so people can refresh their mugs of teas, coffees, and whatever's, and water, whatever. So, Richard, can I have the? You can choose between Facebook and YouTube. Can I? Okay, so we'll go with Facebook then. And can I have number 15? Hello, Chris. Hello. So I just to let you know, I got told off, but she said, no, I'm not making that decision. Yes. Ah, can you pull a card from the bottom for me? Do you want the very bottom, Chris? Because you can have the very bottom one. I'm just shuffling just while I get your feedback, and Rich is kind of going, why did she choose this book? I'm just going to be patient. I'm just going to wait. Okay, it's going to be okay, Chris. Do you want it from the very bottom? Do you want the very bottom card? If not, it is quite close to the bottom. Lemon. Pardon, what when? Oh, bless her. Right, from the very bottom. Okay, first I've just stopped shuffling, and this is what you got. Okay, so, oh, lovely. So now we just got to decide which way up it goes. That way? That way? Oh, I like it that way. That way? Yeah, that's a possibility. That way? That too. Oh, which says you can see a fox in there. So which way should I quite like it that way. That way. That way round. I quite like that. There's a bit of these fox. Okay, right. Ooh. Oh, okay. Just having a quick look. Just bear with. Mm-hmm. Right. Chris, lovely. Okay, now I know where I'm going. Right. So along here we have a nice blue, sturdy animal. For me, this is about communication. It screams communication to me rather than anything else. For me, when I look at it, it looks almost like a bison-like figure. Now, bisons are huge. I know I'm short. I get that I'm short, Chris. But even to a normal standard cow, these and bullocks, bison are huge. And in fact, apparently there are some bison around in Shropshire as well. Just like to put that one out there. Who knew? And buffalo. So yeah, who knew? Anyway, so we've got a bison, but for me, and it's moving. It is all about movement. So Chris, I know you're not one for standing still, waiting around. Your patience level is probably a bit like mine, no more, as well. So that's where that blue bison is coming in. However, I know that with all of this pink around you, pink is obviously for me, it's about unconditional love, but it's actually a value. Love is one of your major values. Having it, receiving it, taking care of it, all the rest of it. However, I also want to put in spirituality. Now, please, for me, spirituality is not necessarily going to one faith. It's not necessarily about that you're Jewish or Hindu or Christian or whatever. It is about the spirit of the person, of you, and of that other person, of who you have a connection with, or other persons, if you like, in whatever level of degree of a relationship you've got them with. Okay, parents, loved ones, etc., friends, family, whatever. Spirituality is about tapping into those connections. It is about you using your communication to tap into that as well, and finding out. For me, spirituality is about the connections with people. It is about our spirituality, where we are with our own spirit, with our own internal flame, if you like. But I do feel as though you're actually really quite connected as well. And the reason why I'm saying that is down here, for me, when I'm having a look on the screen, and when I turn the card around, there's two very different images going on down here. These for me feel like people when I look at it on the screen, but when I turn it around, it doesn't look like people. So for me, I'm going to stick with seeing it as I am on the screen, which is people. All right. So I know that you are comfortable with people and around people. absolutely, as well as spirituality. I'm so glad that you've said that, love. It's very important to you. Because it is one of your major key values that you do have as well. But the spirituality is just as important. You've got to have that connection with people. I would also have a look out for, with communication, can it go emotions, all right? And the reason why I say that is because, well, sometimes we just blurt out things without thinking, without it going through a filter system. I often do that. And it doesn't kind of go through a filter system, and afterwards you kind of go, ooh. But then you've expressed your true feelings. Um, and that you may be quite animated when talking, you may be quite heated, like the Italians. They are known for, they kind of shout and just deflate their arms and all the rest of it, because they want to get their message put across. Or you may be kind of very much more sedate and calm, but again, it conveys a lot about how you communicate. It conveys a lot about yourself, and also what the point is and how important the point is for you to get across as well to your loved ones. I do feel as though I wouldn't say need, but you require people to listen. I do have a gift, fabulous. But you require people to listen to you, Chris, as well, and you require people to understand you in whatever way. It's like me. It's kind of constantly wanting that confirmation that A, that you're listening, and B, that you're understanding, comprehending what I'm trying to say. So it's a total communication going on as well. Yes, very in tune with spirits and with people. I hold back rather than blurt out. I would have thought so, because the bison is kind of, oh, I've seen them run. Bison tend to be kind of quite sedentary animals. They're very timid, hence why they have no fear. Hence why they kind of got massively slaughtered in the US back in the 1800s. Awful. Some of the photographs. But yes, and how many? Oh, just horrible. But anyway, it is about being in tune, but also just watch out for some of your words and watch out how your emotions are with those words as well. Because I do feel as though, talking from experience here, that sometimes the other people are getting a message, but we actually have to receive the message ourselves, and we do receive the message ourselves. So how you may just be saying it and just going through it, and yes, I never feel listened to. Oh, bless you. Okay. But you see, Chris, the thing is, if you are giving a message to anyone, Chris, it's a case of that they have free will, and that they will end up doing what they wish to do, as is often the case. All we can say is our piece. But it has, for you, what comes from you comes from the heart as well. All right, so that's really important. So that's where the emotions come in, because it's that vulnerability. So again, it is a case of the bison there just being a little bit more protective over the emotions as well. So you have got somebody out looking at the emotions. So be aware with the communication. Yes, you're lovely and gentle and all the rest of it, but they have big impacts as well. And the words may take a while to sink into other people as well, and what is being said. So hopefully that helps a little bit, Chris. Hopefully it does. I'm just waiting for, see if there's a response from Chris. So that's your part, Chris. There we go. That's about fair, Chris. Hopefully. I know Richard has to do some degree pokery to put it up onto my screen. Very much from the heart, yes. So again, that's why I'm saying the communication and the emotions are running side by side together. The emotions, just be aware of them. Just be aware of the emotions, especially with certain things that you say. All right, that's lovely. Thank you very much, Chris. Thank you for working with me. So we're now going to go on to a break for all of you guys, and just remind me, which is about 5 minutes, 3 minutes. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. So you have 2 minutes on your marks. Get set. And off you go. I'll release you all just for a couple of minutes. See you soon.
Join us at the Bognor Regis Spiritualist Centre for a captivating mediumship demonstration on Saturday, the 11th November from 7:30 p.m. Experience an evening of connection with the spiritual realms, featuring the talents of Bill Hughes, David Hale, and Caroline Johnson. For more information and to book tickets, please visit bognorspiritualistcentre.co.uk.
Nadija Bajami, a proficient strategic hypnotherapist, mind coach, grief educator, accomplished Reiki master, and gifted psychic medium, extends a warm invitation to join us on an exploration during a 4-week introductory mediumship course. As a special privilege, this extraordinary opportunity is being offered to our esteemed VIP members without any associated costs. Immerse yourself in the art of refining your innate talents and finding balance in communion with the realm of spirits. The course begins on Sunday, November 5th, at 7 p.m. via Zoom, and details will be placed in the VIP lounge. For more information on becoming a VIP, visit sptv.uk.
Are you planning a paid spiritual event, or looking for something to do this weekend? Then visit myspiritualevents.com. You can browse the listing, view the event details, watch a YouTube clip, look at a mini gallery, select dates and times, pay for tickets using PayPal or your debit card. Organizers can register for free and start selling tickets within minutes, be it for their online or in-person spiritual event. As an organizer, you will have access to your own admin dashboard, which will display information such as your income and your bookings, all in a simple and user-friendly display. It's free to use. Join and upgrade to an organizer. Come and visit us at myspiritualevents.com.
Join Debbie Romero and guests tomorrow from 6 p.m., offering spiritual guidance, support, and readings.
Join Ashley Robinson tomorrow night from 8 p.m. Ashley offers his spiritual philosophy while answering your questions.
Hello, we're back again. Hello. Richard was just telling me I can't see any comments. Okay, guys, so I can't see any comments. So welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. So this part, I'm going to be doing some psychic art. Now, just to remind you, at 8 p.m. this evening, we've got the wonderful Paul Bannister, and he's going to be talking with a Dr. Tony Lynham. Hopefully I've said that Lynham. So there would have been a graphic. There we go. There, talking to her, Can't see from here. And they're going to have a lovely chat, spiritual chat. So and do some mediumship readings as well. So yes, they'll throw in there. So have a listen to Paul, and be absolutely fascinating. Don't forget, you can watch any of our videos at any time on SPTV. All you need to do is to go back to the videos on Facebook or YouTube, and you can have a look at all of the videos. Richard was just doing that to see when I was first on 2021, wasn't it, Richard? I think it was March. 21st of March 2021, when I first did my SPTV. So yes, I'm coming along for that long, and it was for psychic art as well. So do have a look back. If you feel like you've missed anything, or you want to catch up with any of your readings, or you want to see what somebody is like doing a reading, have a scroll through, have a look through our past videos. All right, so they are there to have. So moving on, can I just also say, because there's been some comments as well. But anyway, we're moving on. We're going to move on and going to do some psychic art. Otherwise, I'm going to run out of time. I want to do at least 2 pictures tonight, so we're going to move on. Right, now then, let's see. Let's see who's out there and who I'm actually drawn to. For those who haven't seen, just to remind you, people who can come through is anybody on your sphere, or not even in your sphere, actually. That includes people that you've worked with, gone to school with, friends of the family, next door neighbours, all of that sort of thing. Members of the family that you don't know very well, ex-family members, things like that. Angie, hello. Would love to get a message from Spirit. Lovely, thank you. And I'll take it on Facebook. These are all Facebook. Eva, really appreciate reading it. Reply. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Sorry. Suddenly got something else coming up. Okay. Okay. Jessica, hello, Jessica. Lovely sunflowers. So just to say, Rich is having a little bit of trouble with Facebook. Okay. So it's not that we are aware of your comments. It's just that I can't see them. So Christine, hello, Christine. And serendipity, I love that. Sleep break. I'm glad you had a good sleep break. Lovely. Okay, so I'm going to fourth one along. Hello. Never had a reading, but love watching her work. Oh, bless you. Kylie. Kylie. Kylie? Kylie Alice? Yeah, I think I did. Kirsty, I did correct, Kirsty. Yes, yes, yes. Can I go to hello Julie, hello, hello. Right. The fourth person. Facebook, please. Hello, Jacqueline. Right. Okay. Okay. Hello, Jacqueline. Hello. Okay. Okay. Is she normally listen? Jacqueline, I'm just talking to a gentleman. Just bear in mind that I may not be drawing the communicator. Forgot to tell you this. You are able to get the original pictures. Just inbox me, or just send me an email through my website, emilyjbaker.co.uk. And you can have the original as well, and I'll contact you about PayPal and all this stuff. So all I ask for is postage and packaging and costs to be covered. Now I have got a gentleman here. I know that you've been asking for their support from the spirit side of things to come through. Now at the moment, all I know is that I'm being told to draw what I'm drawing. And it won't change to a female, but it can do, just to let you know. Right, okay. So I don't know if you've seen me work before, but sometimes it's not the communicator that I'm actually drawing, it's somebody else, okay, who's in spirit. So it can get a little bit confusing. But this gentleman is very much clear, so it won't do. No, he's very confident, okay? So he's very confident about my drawing skills, which I know that you're sitting there smirking. It's all right. Which I was that confident. No, we're going to sort it. It'll be sorted. It's going to be sorted. But she must listen, Jacqueline. Sorry. I take it that they've been trying to communicate to you because he's saying, we've been trying, but she's just not listening. It's almost like when you keep on asking a question, you're over talking the answer. And they're trying to give you the answer, but you're not hearing the answer, you're just asking the question. Okay. Because you're not giving yourself that space to actually listen for the answer. Okay, right. I got patted on the head for that. For me, this feels like an older generation gentleman coming through. Can I just say that? I have. So I can say that. Yeah, like a granddad. Yeah. You wore glasses, didn't you? Yes. Oh, good. You wore glasses. If you hear me mumbling away, it's because I'm talking to your loved ones, by the way. Right, okay. Square ones. You have the big square ones. Oh, good. Lovely. All right. Okay. Metal ones? Yes. Okay. They're big metal square framed glasses. Okay. So just I came up to the eyebrows. Like that. Oh, it's around that. Okay, all right. Jacqueline, I don't know if you wear glasses or not because I can't see a picture of you. But can you clean your glasses because you can't see? Right? So it's just saying, can you clean your glasses as well? Did you have heart issues as well, didn't you, Jacqueline? You had heart issues. Now, it's just made me feel suddenly very kind of dizzy all of a sudden. I'm not going to take measures. It's all right. It's okay. That would be quite funny, actually. Well, it wouldn't be. Richard, would that be quite funny if I suddenly fainted? He's just gone into a panic mode about that. Yeah. How many 999s get called? Or with the one slight problem, nobody really knows where I live. It's not so funny. It's not so funny. Stop it, Emily. It's almost like his sense of humour. Is that his sense of humour, Jacqueline? Because I know that's not my sense of humour. Because that's actually really quite worrying as well. It's kind of like, yeah, you're there, but you're not there. So there's that kind of a feeling with him. He reminds me of something actually already. Hey, he lost weight as well. I've got to tell you that he lost weight. Oh, apparently it's almost like a good likeness as well, Jackie. Why do I want to keep you calling Jackie? Do you mind me calling you Jackie? Hopefully you don't. But anyway, Jacqueline. It's Jacqueline. You definitely called. Yes, he died of a heart attack. I've got definitely you were called Jacqueline by another one. You have done something wrong, but aren't we all? We're all called by our full names if we have. Oh. If our names can be shortened, they will do, and every day, and then suddenly when we do something wrong, it's a full name. It's a full name. Yes, I take it it's his sense of humour about me suddenly fainting and everybody kind of going into panic attack. Little bit of a wicked sense of humour there. Wow. No one ever thinks. I know nobody ever thinks. No one's ever thought it because nobody ever wants to get into that situation. So, right, anyway. He's trying to justify him. I don't mind, but my mum would not be happy. Yeah, I know. I would agree with you there. Right, okay. Right. I did, but she needs to. Jacqueline, have you got a dentist appointment coming up? It's just that I went to the hygienist today and he went and said, she needs to go. So does that make sense for you that you need to go off to the dentist for what either a routine checkup or a hygienist call or whatever it is? But he keeps on saying you need to go, so I don't know if you've got a bit of a toothache or something's not feeling quite right there. Anyway, now also please can you just give yourself some time to listen out. You know, Mahatma Gandhi, bless him, he would often say we ask for prayers, but it's in meditation that we listen. It's in the silence that's when we get our answers. So again, it's just listening out as well, so giving you that space, a quiet space to actually listen for the answers that you require, because I know, well, he's telling me that you've been asking as well. So what happened here? You do, yes. Is it a bit unruly? Yes. He's just telling me I've already been. Oh, okay. So, you've already been to the dentist. Okay, fabulous. Do you need to go back? He's saying you need to go back. I'm just sitting like that because. But yes, hopefully you don't need to. But he's just telling me that you do need to for whatever reason. Something's still not been quite right. I've also been talking to him about his hair. He said his hair was a little bit unruly from time to time, even though he did use Brill cream, but in his latter years he used very less of it. As well, just more than anything else. Yes. Well, heart attacks tend to be. He's talking to me about the heart attack and it being very sudden, Jacqueline, as well. Okay. I don't know if he's on your mum's side of the family, Jacqueline, but he's talking about it, so your mum needs some flowers at the moment, something to cheer her up by, but also there's a celebration coming up as well. So I don't know if it's coming up to her birthday as well. Let's see what else we got. Right. I'm just seeing if there's any other responses at the moment, or if it's all gone quiet for Jacqueline. I need to give you the 7th. Don't know which month these are. Pardon? Oh, okay. Mum passed the same way. Okay. I need to give you the 7th, 21st, 31st, and the 2nd. Okay. Okay. We're in September, but I need to give you October. Okay. As well. Okay. Thank you. He's just gone and said, please can I pass on the reassurance that they are there with you and listening at the moment, and also trying to reply back to you as well, Jacqueline, as well. So they're trying to kind of respond to you. They're just finding it quite difficult because it's almost like you keep on asking. There's no space for you to hear the answer. Yeah, I'm going to. He's just shouted out at me as well that he is looking after your mum. Okay, because your mum passed the same way. But I don't know who's bossing who. He's gone and said, okay. So they're trying to help, and she said, oh no, I'll do it this way, thank you very much. So I know that she was quite an independent lady. Sorry, somebody's making me feel very, very tired all of a sudden. Just bear with me. Someone's wanting to come through to you. Just bear with me, bear with me. I need to say bear with me. What do I need to say bear with me? Oh, okay, bear with me. Okay. Your mum also had a good sense of humour as well, didn't she? I know, okay. I don't know if she watched Miranda Hart on her little her TV series that she did, her own show. But it's almost as though she would have enjoyed that kind of almost slapstick comedy, kind of innuendo comedy as well, which is lacking on TV at the moment. Okay, but I know that she would have liked what I would call very gentle humour. Okay, so nothing too obvious. As well, so nothing canned laughter at all. But she's here. But I keep on wanting to make you laugh, Jacqueline, as though you haven't been laughing recently either. So I know that there's that upliftment that is needed to come to you at this time, and that's to laugh along the way. Okay, to laugh through life is far better than to cry through life. That's a very good saying. I like that. And laughter is much easier to do than crying. It really is. It doesn't take up so much energy as well. So, Jacqueline, I'd just like to leave that there with you, with that little picture there of said gentleman as well. And I've also got to let you know he smoked, you know. Don't know if you did know that, but he did. He's just told me. So there we go. That's yours. Right. Before I get taken off the airwaves, have I got time for one more, Richard? Oh, quickie! You've got to do a quickie. Okay, can we go to number 7, please, on YouTube? Oh, that means so much. Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you. I'm starting to draw. I'm going to get there before he does. I know. Yep. 7. Ash. Oh, you sketched really well. That's lovely. Thank you very much, Ash. I'm coming to you now. Ash, out of my curiosity, now I don't want to be assumptive, but I'm going to be assumptive here. That's a good word, isn't it? Assumptive. Is it a word? Is assumptive a word? Is assumptive a word? Assumptive. Yes. Assumptive. It is what I said. Assumptive. If not, I think it should be used. I think we should have it as a word. All of those who agree. Assumptive. I'm not going to. Oh, it is a word. Fabulous. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Oh, assumptive. Okay. All right. I wonder if it could be me. Hopefully people can hear me okay. Um, okay. Rich just having problems in hearing me, so I'm just going to have to speak up. So Ash, anyway, I was going to ask you if you're male or female. Because I've got a lady here, bless her. She's got quite curly hair. She's just making it a little bit more big on teeth than it was. Yes. Oh, okay. I did like it. I did like it. Okay, she did like it. Right, okay. Anyway, I want to go to grandparent on this one. Now, the reason why I'm asking is because she keeps on calling you my boy. Now, Ash, if you're a girl, please forgive. That's why I was asking if you're a boy or a girl. See, Ash, I take it as a female name rather than it can be either or actually. So, I do not mean to offend in any which way. Okay. And I'm certainly not a boy. Right, okay, moving on. Moving on. Shall we move on? Yes, I think that would be a fantastic idea. Right, okay. Okay, there we go. Right, okay. Ash, I do need your fingers on your keyboards, please, because, or on keyboard rather, because she's wanting to come to you at this moment simply because she's talking about so kind of being quite worried about you at the moment. All right, not knowing what you don't quite know what to do, etc. And that you're hoping to have some help and guidance in these matters. Sorry, that's no. Oh, you were. She was quite a delicate lady, apparently. She's just told me as well. Yes, it was quite delicate, you know. Quite delicate. But that doesn't mean that I couldn't give what I got. Okay, so she could say her own mind, and she knew her own mind as well. Oh yes, oh yeah, no, I definitely knew my own mind. Thank you very much. Um, okay, Ash, there's no. Oh, Ash. Okay, all right. So you're not. So apparently Ash has disappeared because there's been no response. Okay, right. Okay. See, I've got a feeling that the eyes. There's something. Oh, that's because there's glasses. Thank you. Oh, the round ones. Yeah. More round ones. Thank you. Softer round ones. Okay. But I'm going to continue with this reading anyway because I've started so I'll finish, as if the Lord Magnuson would say. Yes, that's a very good program as well. She liked her TV, definitely. So maybe Ash will catch up a bit later on when we get back on either YouTube or Facebook to see these sketches. Please come. Okay. Right, anyway, I'm just coming around just to say that they are there around you at the moment to kind of give you as much comfort as possible. See, half of this feels like male and a female, so I know that there's more than one person reaching out. Oh yes, you're here. That there's more than one person reaching out for you at this moment in time, and I feel as though there's a lot of comfort to be given to you as well during this time, and that they are there to just kind of let you know that they're there. Number one, that you're not there on your own. More importantly, you're not on your own. That they do actually follow in your footsteps. So you, as you walk down the street, they will be behind you and next to you as well. And especially at this time, because they keep on drawing me to the heart area. So I know emotionally that it's not as bright for you as it is perhaps for everybody else. And that whatever the turmoil that you are, and I want to say turmoil, it's almost like your mind is in turmoil, that they are there listening to you and trying to be able to, for you to have some rest, because you're not resting either, so that you are able then to find a clear way and see that there is a clear way. But with every step, you are not walking alone, and they can't stress that enough for you at this moment in time. They hear what you are saying, they comprehend what you're saying, they feel the emotions as well, Ash, and that they want to say that they love you and that they want to send out love to you. Okay, I understand. They want to send out unconditional love to you, but they want to give that to you personally. And at this moment, it's kind of not quite ready yet, not quite ready. Because I know that that can be very overwhelming when you do receive it. And I know that's what you're reaching out for. But I say, yes, at the moment, we are here to give you the love that you are in need of as well as the comfort and the healing, the healing, the healing, the healing, the healing as well. But they do want you to take care of yourself. And they say, please do try to get some rest at night. And they know that it's really difficult as well. That the night times are the worst. Oh, can I give you July of the month? We're in October, and October, and September. Oh, okay. All important months. And we are in September. Oh, good. Yes, does help. And can I give you swans? I don't know why I want to give you swans, but I want to give you swans. Either that you're trying to glide through life like a swan and paddle madly under the water, but you're actually very graceful in how you do it as well. Protective too, and loyal and faithful as well. Swans are very loyal and faithful animals, birds as well. So Ash, I'm going to have to cut it short there, I'm afraid, because we're coming up to the end of the evening, because it's coming up to 10 past. I'm just going to go, stop talking. Do remember, we've got Mr. Paul Bannister on at 8 o'clock. So that's your picture there. There we go. So there we are. 2 lovely pictures there for people, and hopefully 2 readings. Now I'm going to be back on the 28th of September, 6 p.m. I will be back again. I know, on Facebook and on YouTube. Hopefully Facebook will resolve their issues. They know what it is. If not, if you've got YouTube, find us on YouTube as well and get through. Have a listen to Paul tonight at 8 o'clock, perhaps with a nice cup of tea or cocoa or something nice and warming. And I shall see you next week. Thank you so much for being with me. Do not forget to like and share and tell all your friends about us as well. So thank you so much for being with me this evening, and I look forward to seeing you on the 28th at 6 p.m. Take care now, everybody.